right now on 18 Eyewitness News.
And I'll let you know how hot we'll get on your Tuesday.
NSA leaker Edward Snowden is on the run. Also, we'll find out how things are going with the new location of the Farmington Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry. Plus, daring aerialist Nick Walinda completed an historic 1,500-foot high tightrope walk across the Grand Canyon. 18 Eyewitness News starts now.
18 Eyewitness News starts now.
NSA leaker Edward Snowden is on the run and is seeking political asylum. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Fred Dawkins. Our top story on 18 Eyewitness News: Snowden is hopscotching across the globe on his way to Cuba and en route to a possible asylum in Ecuador. Meanwhile, U.S. officials are scrambling to stop Snowden before more top-secret information is leaked. Charlene Israel reports.
Edward Snowden continues to evade the long arm of U.S. justice. Over the weekend, the U.S. asked Hong Kong to arrest him and begin the extradition process. But Hong Kong officials said there were problems with the legal documents and allowed Snowden to leave for Russia, despite having had his passport revoked.
What's infuriating here is Prime Minister Putin of Russia aiding and abetting Snowden's escape. The bottom line is very simple. Allies are supposed to treat each other in decent ways, and Putin always seems almost eager to put a finger in the eye of the United States, whether it is Syria, Iran, and now, of course, with Snowden. That's not how allies should treat one another, and I think it'll have serious consequences for the United States-Russia relationship.
A spokesperson for Putin says Snowden's arrival in Russia was unexpected. The U.S. demanded Russia expel the fugitive and warned other countries not to let him travel through.
What Snowden has revealed has caused irreversible and significant damage to our country and to our allies. This is an individual who is not acting, in my opinion, with noble intent.
Today, there's growing concern that the former NSA contractor will publicly reveal more damaging information or even pass it on to America's rivals. Snowden says he's traveling with 4 laptops full of the country's most sensitive secrets.
I had access to, the full rosters of everyone working at the NSA, the entire intelligence community, and undercover assets all around the world.
Despite warnings from the U.S., neither Russian or Cuban authorities are expected to stop Snowden from flying through on his way to Ecuador.
Charlene Israel reporting for 18 Eyewitness News. This year's United Way book swap was a big success. United Way Executive Director Donna Hickman says that there was a steady stream of people getting books.
The United Way's Children's Used Book Swap on Friday was fabulous. We had 3 locations, one in Bonne Terre, one in Immaculate Conception in Park Hills, and then at the Farmington Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry. And there was a steady stream of folks at most of those places picking up not 1, not 2, but a dozen or so books, which was fantastic. And these were grandmas searching for books to read their grandchildren, aunts and uncles looking for books to read their nieces and nephews, and just folks who have children in their home sometime and they wanted to have some books there for them to read. So it accomplished what we hoped. It got books into the hands of children.
The goal was to use the first day of summer as a mood point for this book swap. Donna tells 18 Eyewitness News they'll do this again next year. She also says that if you didn't make it to the book swap last week, you can stop by the 3 locations and look through what's left. The St. Louis Art Museum is preparing to debut a $160 million expansion. The public will get the first look on Saturday at the new East Building. British architect David Chipperfield designed the 210-square-foot building with its dark polished facade, skylights, and concrete coffers. It's gold LED certified, features 21 galleries, an underground garage, a restaurant, and a gift shop. The project also includes new classrooms, flooring, and updated galleries in the main and south buildings. There's also $30 million to pay for increased operating cost. Well, authorities say a Missouri State Highway Patrol sergeant has drowned in Lake Weddington while training for a triathlon. Authorities say that 43-year-old David Finley was swimming in the lake Saturday when witnesses saw him struggle and disappear underwater. His body was found Saturday night in about 20 feet of water. Finley was training with others who were to compete in the Ozark Valley Triathlon. Triathlon officials have announced on their website that the triathlon has been canceled. Now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. And Dustin, what's the weather going to be like?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Temperatures across the area on the warm side throughout southeast Missouri in the 80s to near 90 degrees. Definitely going to be a warm evening this evening. Looking at our forecast this evening, we will be seeing a warm evening. 88 degrees at 7 p.m. with a cloudy sky. Cloudy skies remain overnight tonight. 83 degrees at about 9 p.m. By midnight, a temperature of 78. How high will we see those temperatures go on your Tuesday and the rest of the week? I'll let you know coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coming up on 18 Eyewitness News, we'll find out how things are going with the new location of the Farmington Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry. That story coming up on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Recently, the Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry in Farmington moved to a new location in the Holly Tree Center. Director Nancy Faulkner tells 18 Eyewitness News that the pantry has seen a lot of positive feedback.
We're getting a lot of really positive feedback from the clients. They like the new location. They like being able to come in and actually have a seat in our waiting room. They like that it's open and more airy and it's not so claustrophobic. So we've gotten a really good response from that.
Nancy tells 18 Eyewitness News that since they have been at the new location, which has been only a little over a month, they have served more than 380 families. The pantry is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 o'clock until noon. Numerous scandals have quickly come and gone for the Obama administration, but Senator Rand Paul says the common thread in all of them is that the bureaucracy and the presidency now have gotten too much power.
And I'm starting to think that their public relations ploy is to displace one scandal with the other. But really, if you say, what is the nexus? What intertwines all of these scandals? It's really a government that is drunk on power. It's a government that has allowed so much power to gravitate to the presidency and as an extension to the bureaucracy.
When he arrived in Washington, Rand said that he thought he'd be part of writing the laws, but he quickly realized that bureaucrats are now the ones doing that. He cited Obamacare, which was a 2,000-page law, pointing out that 20,000 pages of regulations have been added to the bill by bureaucrats. Well, for the first time in several weeks, visitors to the downtown Cape Girardeau area had the opportunity to enjoy a pretty weekend with views of the Mississippi River being unobstructed by floodgates. The floodgates reopened Friday as the river level fell, barring any serious rise in water levels as a result of recent storms upstream. The river should fall below flood stage by Tuesday night. School districts in suburban Kansas City aren't yet allowing student transfers from the Kansas City district. Some St. Louis area school districts are processing transfers from that city's school district this summer. But Kansas City area schools are waiting to see the outcome of a case before the state Supreme Court. Dwayne Martin, an attorney for Blue Springs, Independence, Lee Summit, North Kansas City, and Raytown districts, says the case probably won't be resolved in time to allow transfers for the 2013-2014 school year. Coming up next on 18 Eyewitness News, daredevil aerialist Nick Walenda completed an historic 1,500-foot high tightrope walk across the Grand Canyon. 18 Eyewitness News will be right back.
Here's Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
As I get ready to go into surgery, I remind myself what it's about. It's about God. It's about caring. It's about trust. It's about respect. It's about back pain. It's about neck pain. It's about questions. It's about answers. It's about people, not just patients. It's about you. It's about us. It is Heartland Spine. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Daring aerialist Nick Walinda completed an historic 1,500-foot-high tightrope walk across the Grand Canyon in just 22 minutes on Sunday. He's the first person to cross the canyon, and he did so without a tether or a safety net. The 34-year-old is a 7th-generation high-wire artist, part of the famous Flying Walinda's circus family, a clan that is no stranger to death-defying feats. Back in the 1970s, his great-grandfather, Carl, fell to his death during a performance in Puerto Rico. Several other family members, including a cousin and an uncle, have perished while performing wire-walking stunts. As a devout Christian, Walinda sees his talent and desire to perform as a gift from God. A Brentwood, Missouri man had to be airlifted to the hospital after a crash in Perry County. The Missouri Highway Patrol reports that 50-year-old Thomas Stearns was driving northbound on Highway 51 Saturday afternoon when his 1990 Buick Riviera crossed the center line, left the road, became airborne, and hit an embankment. Emergency crews took Stearns to a Cape Girardeau hospital by helicopter. Stearns was listed in serious condition and was not wearing a seatbelt. A 10-year-old St. Louis boy has lost 4 fingers in a fireworks accident. Martinez Smith Payne had a second surgery on Monday. Police say he was hurt over the weekend when he lit a firework while holding it in his left hand. The boy's mother, Frances Smith, says her son was with his brother in a field near the family's house when they found the firework. The boy is hospitalized in good condition at St. Louis Children's Hospital. Police say the bomb and arson unit is investigating. A 19-year-old woman is being charged for filing a false police report. Farmington police say the 19-year-old female entered the police department and reported a robbery. The woman told police that she was at Walmart Pharmacy and was carrying an iPad, and she was supposed to return that iPad to the store. She then told police that she was approached by a stranger who was a male that offered to buy the iPad. She said that when she refused to sell the iPad to the suspect, the man pushed her and took it. She then added that he gave her a Walmart gift card and ran out of the store. After an investigation, police found that the woman actually sold the iPad and received a gift card for payment. Upon questioning, she admitted she concocted the story because she was supposed to sell the iPad for a relative, but the relative was not happy with the gift card she had taken in as payment. The woman was arrested for filing a false police report and jailed with a $2,500 bond. Her name has not been released.
Here is your Storm Tracker forecast.
And welcome back. Right now we have a temperature of 89 degrees, but it feels like 96 out there. Definitely on the warm side. Under a cloudy sky, current dew point 71 with 54% humidity and a south wind at 9 miles per hour. Throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures on the warm side near 90 degrees. Definitely a hot one today. We're going to continue to see those hot temperatures throughout the rest of the week. For your temperatures throughout the state of Missouri, though, definitely on the warm side as well. Springfield, 89 degrees, 88 right now in KC, 88 in Columbia, near 90 in St. Louis, and 90 degrees right now in Cape Girardeau. Here's what it looks like for the next several days. We are watching a possibility of some severe thunderstorms. On your Wednesday, there is a chance of isolated thunderstorms tonight, but it's a small chance at that. Heat index about 98 to 102, and it's definitely a summertime feel across the area. Here's our forecast for your Tuesday. We are seeing a pretty much sunny day here in the area with a hot temperature, that's for sure. Our weather system up to the north, seeing possibility of some heavy rainfall. Our next weather system off to the west, it'll essentially move our way, giving us those isolated thunderstorms on your Wednesday, again on the strong to severe side possibility. Forecast for tonight, there is a small chance of an isolated thunderstorm, 70 to 74 for your overnight low, south wind 5 to 10. Then for tomorrow, a partly sunny sky, 92 to 94 with a south wind 10 to 15. Looking ahead the next several days, continue to see those hot temperatures on your Wednesday, 95. Possibility of some thunderstorms could be on the strong and severe side. Mostly sunny and 94 on Thursday, a little bit cooler, 92 and isolated thunderstorms on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, mid to upper 80s, as well as on Monday. Plenty of sunshine, though, so definitely on the warm side throughout the area. Don't forget to get the latest weather information at our website, as always, KDKZ18.com.
More than 70% of the U.S. experience back or neck pain within our lifetime. For many, it goes away within 4 to 6 weeks, but some require more than just time. If you need help treating your back or neck pain, contact Dr. Frank Hayward at Heartland Spine Institute. Dr. Hayward is the area's expert in minimally invasive and laser spine surgery. Tiny incision, big results. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
You know, it may not sound romantic, but a little pre-planning can head off a lot of grief in marriage. Dr. Meyer is here with some practical tips in today's edition on Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson. New research suggests that these sunscreens can not only keep you from getting sunburned, they can prevent aging of your skin. But that doesn't mean you have to get burned when you go shopping. For the best deals on sunscreens, see what's just ahead on Money Talks News.
No marriage is problem-free, but as Dr. Bill Meyer explains in today's Focus on the Family, there are ways to minimize problems.
Did you know that before it snows, fir trees actually retract their branches, reducing the weight of snow they'll have to bear? Basically, the tree anticipates the problem beforehand. In marriage, we can do the same thing. We can't avoid problems, but we can prepare for them.
The greatest danger is for couples who naively assume that they're not going to have problems, not going to have conflict, because then they're blindsided by it.
Preventing problems in marriage means anticipating trouble spots and talking them through ahead of time. Karen and Terry Egan have a unique method for identifying issues that need attention. For many years, they've written a letter to each other every day.
It's important when you can take 10 minutes out of your day to write something to your spouse. It's not necessarily always a tender feeling. It's sometimes not a good feeling, but we're taking the time to share.
It's become a good device that we have developed to better understand the feelings of our spouse, in particular on a certain subject, whether it might be listening or maybe even subjects such as matters with our family.
You know, when you write a letter, you have time to really think about what you're saying. You're not just responding emotionally. You're not just reacting to a statement.
What kind of issues could cause conflict in your marriage? Common trouble spots include money, sex, kids, in-laws, and different expectations. If you can improve communication on these topics, you'll be way ahead of the game.
If we don't stay in tune with where we're coming from on a daily basis, we can't handle the big things.
Into every marriage, a little snow will fall. Anticipating the storms and preparing for them will help your marriage weather anything.
Dear Karen, it's such a joy to my heart to be able to be a part of your life.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
Dr. Meyer says preparing for problems is especially important for engaged couples. Premarital counseling can really help smooth out those first few years. Now, if you'd like more information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. It's time for fun in the sun, and for many people, it's also time to break out the sunscreen. Money expert Stacy Johnson shows us just how to buy the best sunscreen for the money.
I think most of us thought that sunscreen is going to last all day just because it has a high number on the box. But just because it has a high number on the box doesn't mean it's going to protect you for that long.
Preventing painful sunburn and potential skin cancer is easy. Just ask dermatologist Dr. Valentina Bradley.
Avoid the sun between 10 and 2. Apply your sunscreen 30 minutes before you go outside. Reapply it every 2 hours that you're in the sun. And if you're in the pool or in the water, you have to reapply as soon as you get out.
A recent study shows daily sunscreen use can help prevent skin aging and skin cancer by blocking harmful UVA and UVB rays. When looking for a sunscreen, choose one with these features.
I would recommend broad spectrum, SPF 50 or higher, water resistant and sweat resistant.
Good sunscreen certainly isn't hard to find, but here's something really important. Sometimes the stuff that's the most expensive isn't necessarily the best. Consumer Reports reviewed 12 sunscreens and found the top product to be the Target store brand, Up & Up Sport SPF 50 spray at $1.16 an ounce. It was the best for value. Walmart Equate Ultra Protection SPF 50 lotion. It was the cheapest at 47 cents an ounce. Copperstone Water Babies SPF 50 lotion at $1.38 an ounce. Walgreens Continuous Spray Sport SPF 50 at $1.33 an ounce, and Hawaiian Tropic Sheer Touch SPF 30 lotion for $1.38 an ounce. Bottom line, protecting yourself from the sun, essential. Burning a bunch of money to do it, not so much. For more information, including the specific brands we recommended, go to moneytalksnews.com and just do a search for sunscreens. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got a lot of information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
We all need to take responsibility in our lives and start thinking about how do we want to be treated at the end of our lives. I would definitely say Serenity Hospice Care is an expert in their field. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there's help a phone call away. If it were me and I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, absolutely, I would choose Serenity Hospice Care.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
This is Sports Zone.
After a nearly 3-hour rain delay at the start of the game, the Cardinals and Rangers eventually got going, with the Cardinals suffering their first sweep of the season, losing to the Texas Rangers 2-1. Adam Wainwright was pulled in the 7th inning, and he wasn't happy with Mike Matheny's decision. Mike Carpenter's home run in the 6th inning gave the Cardinals a 1-0 lead off Rangers starter and Missouri native Nick Tepesch. However, Mike Matheny, manager, made the decision to pull Wainwright in the 7th inning with the Rangers mounting an attack. With 2 outs, David Murphy doubled and scored on Leonese Martin's single to tie the game at 1-1, prompting Matheny to pull Wainwright with 105 pitches. With Trevor Rosenthal on error and an error by Pete Kozma, put Rangers on first and second for Ian Kinsler, who singled to left, scoring Martin in what proved to be the difference maker. The Royals made the Chicago White Sox pay for a pair of errors by scoring 3 runs in the 8th inning to rally for a 7-6 win. Down 6-4, the Royals got singles by Mike Moustakas and David Loff off Sox reliever Jesse Crane to start the 8th. An error by Crane while trying to field a bunt by Elliott Johnson loaded the bases with nobody out. Crane struck out George Kalatris and Jared Dyson, but walked Alex Gordon to force in a run. Then, Aquiles Escobar reached a grounder to shortstop that Alexi Ramirez let through into left field, bringing in the go-ahead runs. Senior Malcolm Penix closed out his Tiger career on the final day of the USATF Championships at Drake Stadium. Penix finished 17th overall in the senior men's long jump competition. The 2011 NJCAA champion and the long jump transferred to Mizzou from Kansas City Community College and has since earned 2 spots on the all-time top 10 list. And that's Today in Sports.
Folks, that does it for this edition of 18 Eyewitness News. Thanks for joining us. Dustin and I will see you tomorrow. For all of us here at 18 Eyewitness News, God bless.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.